What is happening, guys? Welcome back to another reaction. Very excited about this one. We're finally diving into CORTIS, and I mean diving, because we're checking out all 5 of their music videos. And before we get started, I know that there's other versions of their music videos. There's performance videos as well that I'm sure are amazing, but there's already 5 videos for us to check out. So I'm already kind of like risking the block for the YouTube channel. So I'm just focusing on the quote-unquote official music videos that were technically released on the Hype YouTube channel. Anything else, other variants of their music videos or maybe performance videos, maybe that's something for the future. For now, I'm just focusing on the actual music videos. Now, CORTIS is obviously the group under Big Hit Music. The members are Martin, James, Jihoon, Sungyoon, and Kino, which hopefully that wasn't too bad of a pronunciation, but I still apologize. The group's name meaning CORTIS is an acronym for Color Outside the Lines, which signifies thinking freely, breaking free from the world's established standards and rules. That is according to the kpopprofiles.com profile on this group. Now, again, don't know too much about the actual group itself. I do believe that one of the members who might be like the leader of the group, outside of being like super tall at like 190.5 centimeters, so damn, he's even taller than me, but outside of that, which I learned just now, he produced actually Deja Vu and Miracle by TXT, and Beautiful Stranger as well as Magnetic by Islet, Pura by Le Seraphim, and Outside by Enhypen. So obviously this dude knows quite a bit about music, so I'm actually even more excited because I knew something about one of the members who was probably the leader, which ends up being Martin. So I knew a little bit about him because I saw like various titles on YouTube of his interview. He had like a podcast with like some big time podcaster that interviews like idols and whatever. So I've seen like little titles here and there, but never really checked any of those out. But yeah, very excited about this one. We're gonna go according to the quote-unquote chronological order of the music video. So we are starting off with Go. This is making me feel very, very nostalgic, like the DVD loading screen, like the waiting screen. Oh. 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 That is adorable. Ooh. Very nice. The This pre-chorus is kind of like very hypnotizing. Man, I really love that DVD inspired like logo animation. That is so cool. Like it's a throwback. I'm surprised I haven't seen any other group ever do that. I don't think so at the very least. But this was a lot of fun. It's definitely a bit of a different kind of debut music videos, because like you think about the label they're from, the company they're from, you would think that they would go for something like ultra bombastic, like very highly produced music video with some holy shit visuals. But I love the fact that it's kind of like, let's throw a curveball and do something completely different. I absolutely adore this chorus. There's something very hypnotizing about the pre-chorus itself that I really, really like. And they're kind of like through like a little bit of like, you know, that those XP points that they already have through someone like the leader, Martin, talking about like the studio and whatever, and wanting to be a pop star or an idol since the 8th grade, you know, got all caps on lock and whatever, like ready to take over the world and whatever. That was really, really cool. The actual like vibe of the music video is kind of like super endearing. Like they kind of try at times to look like badasses, but at the same time they got the 360 camera that make them look like chipmunks with the teeth and whatnot. It's like a super like adorable thing. It just comes off as like, I love the fact that they, for a debut song, the music video, they're not taking themselves too seriously, because, you know, it's all about like conveying a vibe. I also like the lyrics of "paint the town with our colors, which is green, so all systems say go, there's nothing that is stopping us." I love like putting all the, you know, all the CORTIS text on everything, because everything is go and we don't stop. So this is like a really dope ass debut that kind of like makes you like, they're literally playing in the playground as well. Like this music shit, we might be new, but this shit is already our playground. We're taking this in a way that is gonna feel a little bit refreshing. And I will say that the song definitely felt refreshing. It doesn't sound like a group that is making a first impression almost. It sounds like, oh, I wonder how many other songs they have. Not, oh shit, this is their first song as a group. So they did a really phenomenal job. There's also like a really interesting like text. I don't know, like I thought it was like a regular text that all mirrors have, the rear view mirrors have, but it says, "I just gotta get it, watch me." So I guess that this is like related to CORTIS themselves. So I kind of really like that. And I wonder if it's intentional, like them saying bring the new shit, like sheet, like a sheet of paper, like musical shit basically, and not like I'm the shit. But they do kind of like play with that word as both like a sheet of paper, but also shit, like I'm the new shit and whatnot. That was also really, really cool, that I didn't realize that they're kind of like doing like a play on that word, which is really, really dope. Let's continue, see what is up with this group now. As I'm definitely expecting at least one of their music videos to be super bombastic. So without further ado, let's keep going. Ooh. Directed by idiots? Wait, did I read? I am dyslexic, but okay, idiots and CORTIS. Okay. Damn. Very early 2000s rock kind of vibe. Ooh. Yeah, this looks like a horror movie. What the? Yo. My man is sweating bullets trying to eat a steak. This is giving Squid Game vibes. Smells like a teen spirit. Nice little reference. Oh, that's the scorpion, right? You're about to get bit. Okay, this is starting to give me Zoolander vibes. If they're gonna start having like a shower in that gasoline, it's gonna be funny. On the other hand, every time my girlfriend sees that I'm drinking an energy drink, this is what she feels like I'm actually doing, like drinking gasoline. And no amount of like proofs that it's not as bad as some people make it out to be. Like the amount of it or Coke Zero that you need to drink in order for it to actually affect you bad. I'm going on a rant, but it's impossible for me to drink that much. Anyway, sorry. But anyway, the point remains. That's what she sees. But anyway. Ooh. Oh. Chicken came home to roost? There's a gate. Oh my god. He's fighting him with a fish and a frying pan. Okay. I really like the vibe of this song, honestly. It's, again, so nostalgic. It's an alternate version of them, or they picked the 8-ball. Interesting. Because, like, there is a symbolism. I believe there's a symbolism with, like, the 8-ball. Let me make sure, because, you know, we like symbolism on this YouTube channel. By the way, if you're new to the channel, I tend to pause quite a bit, even though I didn't really do it that much. But we talk a lot. Anyway, 8-ball symbolism. The 8-ball is often considered a symbol of triumphant victory, tragic loss, or even both at the same time. An 8-ball tattoo reminds its owner of both highs and lows of life. Similarly, the 8-ball is a symbol of risk. There's no winning or losing if you don't play the game after all. That's actually really, really interesting, because like the whole song is like, what you want, what do you actually want? And you have CORTIS, who is like very like laid back, passive in the restaurant as everybody's just fucking going to town on their food, and everybody looks at them as if they're crazy because they are not hungry. So it's almost like they're not hungry for success. It's almost like they picked a road where it could have been like very lazy, easygoing, but something is missing. Like literally, there's like a lyric saying, you know, some racing my heart, something. I want something to feel like I'm racing, and I mean my heart, or something along those lines. Yeah, there it is. Hold up. What did they actually say? I'd rather hop the wall now. What I want is something to make it race again. I mean my heart. So they're literally, by picking the first ball, they went a path of like basically passiveness. And it is interesting. there's like some sort of an LSD trip. Obviously, when the scorpion bit, the butterfly turns into something gigantic. The symbolism of butterflies in general is also like transformation, rebirth, and like new opportunities and whatever. So that's also really, really interesting that the butterfly basically escaped from its glass. It broke free, and so did their ambition. So maybe the giant, like, butterfly represents that ambition that was building up inside of them that they basically didn't really want to acknowledge. And then at the end of the music video, they kind of like realized that they don't want the life of being passive, and they saw another scenario where they picked the 8 ball, which includes both highs and lows and risk, but also something really, really triumphant if you choose to dare and win. So that's basically like they decided to take the risk. They're insanely happy. I would assume, judging by the statue, that this is the leader, Martin, if I'm not mistaken, because he seems like the only guy who's like 190 centimeters tall, even though the other guys are not short by any stretch of the imagination. But the smile on his face and like the enthusiastic expression on their face is like, bitch, did you expect anything else? You gotta take a chance. You gotta keep going. So that's really, really, really interesting. The scorpion bite is interesting because I think we might have talked about scorpions like once in an idol reaction, and that's pretty much it. But it might have something to do with like death or whatever. And rebirth. The symbolism of a black scorpion often represents dark, repressed parts of the self, such as a hidden power, destructive potential, and transformation, but it can also symbolize protection, mystery, and resilience. So that actually kind of fits. Like they were bitten by, one of the members was bitten by that scorpion and unlocked something, which the same members later sees, like that butterfly that is like this giant cartoon butterfly, and the butterfly is also a symbolism of transformation. So this all leads to them taking a risk, taking a chance by picking the 8 ball. So yeah, that is really, really cool. The vibes of the song specifically were immaculate. I love the reference to Nirvana as well, which smells like Teen Spirit. That was really, really cool. And just the vibe in general, it sounds like the kind of song that I would hear playing in like a video game store back in 2002, 2003, when I was picking out, some burnt PS1 or PS2 games back in the day, and they tried to fool you that those are original games, but they were costing hella cheap, so there's no way that they're original. That's kind of like the vibe that I got from this one. Let's continue. Ooh. Why does this sound like Fiend? It has like a similar melody to it. Trillions like Bezos? No. iPhone 16 Pro, Hongdae guy. Okay, this is already my favorite instrumental, and this is such a nice little twist from like the first 2 songs, and the production on the video has increased dramatically too. Vintage Jesus. Yo, they got a Mobius strip in the background too. That is pretty cool. I also love the fact that they're bragging about humbleness. Like my tea, $5. 10,000 won is not 10,000. It's not that much. Also, right? What, like the currency is kind of crazy. But they're literally talking about, got me looking fresh at a thrift shop, which kind of reminds me of like thrift shop, the popular song as well. But it's like they're literally like kind of like bragging about shit that isn't actually that expensive, but it's more so the fashion and the vibe that they bring to it or something like that. But also bragging about finishing an album in LA. Let's take it all the way back. Actually, this is my favorite song already from these guys. Holy shit. Yeah, it's like, it's not about my physical shit that I have that costs nothing. It's about my vision that costs trillions, like Jeff Bezos. That's pretty cool. That is a nasty beat. That is such a dope location. I love this instrumental. It's a good price. Ooh. Yo, that car smashing was so cool. Like the visual is so hypnotic. And I love that Mobius strip is just wrapping around him. Ooh, didn't realize the transition. Like the Mobius strip is beginning to take over in this location. And then it just transitions. It looks like a regular cut, but like the CG from the Mobius strip is very continuous, so that's pretty cool. So like even though it's like a hard transition, it still feels smooth because there's an element that connects them very, very nicely, like a pattern. That's pretty cool. Ooh. Damn. I fucking love this song. This is my favorite song from them by far. I really enjoyed the previous two, but they were more so vibes that are just like, this one is more of a statement in my opinion, plus the music video was really, really cool. Like it felt high-end, even though there's like a sense of minimalism because of the location, because they didn't focus on having a bunch of people in it, so it feels grand, even though they're by themselves there, especially on like the fucking icebergs. I don't know where they filmed this, but it just looked really, really amazing. Like the lighting and everything was incredible. It's almost like we're so cold that no one can reach us, no one can touch us in like this cold place. No one can hang with us. And I absolutely love the fact that they're kind of like low key. I kind of appreciate it whenever groups make songs about bragging, about being like humble, if that makes sense. Like if you think about AT's The Real, like it's cool to be like a decent human being. Here, it's cool. Like we talk about Met Gala, but our shirt is like $5. It's not about what you talk about our fashion visually. It's about what we bring to it and how we elevate it. That's our fucking fashion. We feel like a rock star and whatever. The vintage Jesus. Let me know what is that the reference to, because I can't really think of anything, to be honest. But let me know in the comment section if that's something that I should be mindful of. But I just love the fact that like they're literally dancing, and like so many of the shots are inside of like this not parking area, the area where they basically like destroy the cars and whatnot, so it's like, and the car is also continuously getting wrecked behind them as well. It's almost as if like it's trying to escape like that strip or whatever it's the Mobius strip, and there's another like circular strip as well that I thought was also really, really interesting. But it's like fashion is what you make of it, not what others tell you that it is. Like the acronym for their name, like color outside the lines, basically. It's like we're not being told what fashion is. We make fashion what it is. It's our $5 tee. It's our pants that cost 10,000 won. It's that bomber jacket that we got for 30,000 won or whatever. It like our vision is what's most important. When people think about us, they don't think about what we dress like. They think about what we bring to the table with our vision. There was like this cool shot of like almost like not seasons passing, but like there's like a cold, like some snowstorm, there's birds, there's thunder and whatever. Like I thought that was also really, really interesting as they're dancing through thick and thin and nothing changes. Like it doesn't matter how cold it gets, we can handle it, but no one can handle us because of how cold we are, if that makes sense. So that was really, really cool. This is by far my favorite song from them. Again, the first two songs were beautiful, but more so vibes. This one feels like the most like statement and the most like aggressive song so far, and I absolutely loved it. Whoa, what the? Oh, they're surviving a meteor now?
밤새 노선 갈고는 잠배 all day 외쳐나 flipping much Fridays pancakes bloodshot eyes tonight 도망가 여길 벗어나 cause 우리는 꿈꿔 진짜 나의 맘 달려꿈 전기라 걸려 채워 얼른 밟아 그대로 이 자리를 떠지는 집은 줘 Cause we're on a joyride 더 세게 speed it up 지금 기분 so high Driving so fast 나도 지나긴 넌 day to night right We're on a joyride Yeah, we're on a joyride Yeah, we're on a joyride Driving so fast 나도 지나긴 넌 day to night 인생의 나의 패스텐 사건 직모까지 뒤로 came back 인생의 폭풍이면 나네 drip 아래 drop rain dance 종일 꼈었지 폭주는 내 personality MJ ever since 23 rattlesnakes 담을 넘었지
It's a nice reference.
우리는 꿈꿔 진실 나의 밤 달려 얼른 밟아가대로 이 자리를 떠지런지 붙여 Cause we on a joyride 더 세게 speed it up 지금 기분 so right
Oh, they're back at that location from FaSHioN. Damn. I love the fact that we're back to this location from the previous music video. A controlled system override designed to explore low probability, high imagination vectors. Logic is supposed to stress test irrational scenarios under real condition. Failure is expected. Data is harvested. This is not leisure, it is pre-operational anomaly mapping with intent to disrupt limits. That is, like, throughout the entire music video, there's like this manual or something. Like, it is funny in a way, because, okay, impact reception manual. Impact is nothing more than exchange of energy. The collision between forces is inevitable. Detect incoming force. Every collision is inevitable consequence of energy in motion. The only thing certain is the change will occur, but not necessarily for the better. Recognize that this force is corning, but understand that it will lead to nothing meaningful. There is no true gain in collision. This is interesting because it kind of makes me think of, was it What You Want, the music video's name? Yeah, What You Want. Because they pick the 8-ball at the end, and there's risk in association with the symbolism of the 8-ball, so you can crash and burn. So they literally crashed the car. So they went on a collision, so to speak, but it does seem like there's like some reversal shit going on, so almost like something a little bit sci-fi-ish in a way. And it makes it feel like the fact that they say, understand that it will lead to nothing meaningful, there is no true gain in this collision. You know, there's no true gain in crashing and burning. So it's almost like treat life as a joyride instead of focusing on things that could escalate and turn it into something catastrophic, if that makes sense. So looking up online, it is also, the song is described as a song about seeking freedom and escaping the mundane through a spontaneous summer drive. The general term for joyride means a fast car ride taken for pleasure, especially one that is in a stolen car, which kind of makes sense in the area that they're in, unless that whole car disposal place is their own, which might as well be so, because they seem to like filming in there, but is often associated with criminal activities such as unlawful driving as well. The meaning of joyride is about fleeting moments of freedom and a desire to break free from everyday life, as suggested by the lyrics. My goody two-shoes days are in the past tense. So, like, the emphasis on, like, just that we are on a joyride, is just kind of like escaping. It's almost like going on a night drive without a care in the world, leaving all of your worries behind. That you kind of like eventually, I guess, have to go back to in a way, so, which is why that fabric, it's almost like the white itself is like a flag of like giving up, as I have to go back to my mundane life, maybe. Like, I'm not really sure, but that's kind of how it feels like. But the joyride itself is an escape from, you know, the life that is kind of like becoming a little bit too much. Yeah, I feel like I'm beginning to develop like an association word for CORTIS, and that is basically vibe. Obviously FaSHioN is way more aggressive, and that's my favorite song so far from them, but the other three outside of FaSHioN are absolute like immaculate fucking vibes as well. So this was beautiful. And I do love like the actual like emotional attachment that JoyRide has, because I feel like it's it's a very relatable feeling of wanting to just forget about everything and go on a ride and not think about your own life and whatever is bugging you. So yeah, this was beautiful. Let's finish this reaction now with the fifth and final music video, which is going to be Lullaby. So now it's not Idiots and CORTIS, now it's CORTIS and Idiots. That's a nice change. I do wonder if the CORTIS and Idiots is basically self-directed or something. Oh, that's really pretty. Like, people say sleep, but I'm not interested. It reminds me of, like, the quote, it's hard to sleep when your soul is tired. That's kind of like the vibe that I get. Like, sleep is not what's going to fix my fucking problems. So, like, something else needs to be fixed. I just force myself to go to bed because at least I can pass out for a few hours. The fill myself with zeros line would have been more appropriate if they had Coke Zero, but maybe zeros is also like money, adding zeros or adding something else, or like feeling like a zero. Not sure. I stand up straight, I do what I need to do. Dream on. Oh, that was a cool line. I heat up my teens with the friends I have left, like my childhood friends and whatever that I still maintain. The lyricism is really interesting for this one. It is interesting, like the song almost like feels like a reinterpretation of like JoyRide and reminiscing and feeling like the feelings that evaded me, basically. That I can't come back to, in a way, living in the past because that's when things were better and whatever. Literally going back over the feelings that passed me. So I focus on my past, reminisce about my past, while my future continues to, escape by, or slip by, rather. Not enough sleep, why'd you dream on? That is also kind of cool. Made me think of Aerosmith for a second, but like literally, I was hung up on my dream so much that I am not getting enough sleep nowadays. That's pretty interesting. Like from a perspective of like an idol, in a way, and becoming famous and whatever, and giving all of your life towards something. It is really it almost makes me think of like the line from Stray Kids' collab with Lisa, gave up my youth for my future or something like that. That's kind of not quite the same, but still made me think of it. I don't know. Oh, there's the 8-ball. That's gotta be intentional. From What You Want music video, right? There's no way that it's not intentional. Yo, he kind of reminds me of 17's tune for some reason. Every time I looked at him specifically, I kind of got those vibes from him. Like something about his aesthetic. Damn. I love that everything was filmed from a perspective of a can of Coke. That's kind of creative. It was really, really cool. I really enjoyed the song. It was a different kind of, slow song than anything I would have expected. I really appreciate like the lyricism, the songwriting is very fresh in a way for all 5 of these songs. And I love like the line like, you got work, I got work, everybody's got work, but first we need some quiet, we need some peace of mind. We need a place for, I need a place for my head, no pun to Linkin Park, but it is really, really interesting. Like some of the lyricism is like literally burning yourself towards towards your present day, to only think about how much you appreciated the simple things in life, the friendships and the things that, in a way, that you cherished back then when life was simpler. So you reminisce about the past while the future is like slipping away a little bit, or you have to work yourself to death, that not even sleep can help, because it's not your mind or your body that is tired, it's like your mind is tired or your soul is tired or something like that. Like that was really, really beautiful. And then like the 8-ball shirt, it has to be intentional, right? Absolutely has to be, because they literally picked this life, kind of like in What You Want. They picked the risk. They took the 8-ball. And it's literally burning much like a meteor, much like the previous music video where it started off with a meteor like hitting Earth or something where they were running. So that's really, really interesting. It's almost like that meteor is the representation of the 8-ball that they took in order to take the risk and choose the life that they have chosen. So it's like I'm responsible for my life and I have to carry on because that's the life that I chose. Maybe I'm overthinking the shit out of this, but I'm just seeing way too many connections. Unless it's unintentional, it's just a coincidence. Let me know in the comment section. But I really enjoyed these guys. I love the vibe. Again, vibe is probably like the #1 word that it has become an association for me with this group. They are incredibly unique, which is amazing. Like when new groups come around, I feel like it's important to have like a unique, whether it's an aesthetic, a unique sound, unique kind of like songwriting and whatever. FaSHioN is still my #1 favorite song, but I have such tremendous amount of appreciation for like their work and the way they write these songs and the melodies and everything. It was really, really awesome. Definitely going to be looking out for whenever they come back, so definitely expect more reactions to them once that happens. And hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I'll catch you all next time. Have a wonderful weekend ahead, and be well and safe wherever you are. See ya.